Welcome to the post-game epilogue of our time in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. This is our endgame save. We loaded it very briefly at the previous stream as it concluded, but we'll do it again since we didn't save after that point anyway, and we'll just load in and we'll see what there is to do. We'll be cleaning up the title log today. We've got 3 entries remaining, 2 of which appear to be in the Pit of 100 trials, rather. Let's maybe totally off by 10. But first we have the arrival scene. We might as well just watch it again. As we are greeted at the dock by all of our old friends and then some. You're a strange one, sir. It must be something special to convince you to return yet. If I had a Goomba that cute waiting for me at the dock, I might return too. Well, whatever you're doing, be careful. Goodbye, sir. So, just to take a look at what we're dealing with here. Long time no see, Mario. I'm totally glad I got to see you again. This is awesome. Everyone's ready. So, are you ready to go? Yes, we are. And so, at the end of the previous stream, we showed off the art gallery just to show off everything in Chapter 8 and subsequently under Special, as we see various art assets that we've unlocked. All the way leading up to this character sheet over here. And we also, first of all, yes, we did complete this with 10 HP, and we're going to maintain that today. We're going to be looking into this particular clue here. Let's take a look. This is in the emails. Where is that? It's not in here. It's in... There it is. Mailbox SP. We're going to be looking for the fabled creature in the Pit of 100 Trials. We're also going to be wrapping up the catalog. Currently we're missing number 10 over here. I think I know what that is. We had a bit of a discussion about it last time. 31 we know to be the blue Spiny, and we know exactly where we missed it previously, so we'll actually let it spawn this time. And then we have the mysterious super boss over here, which alphabetically fits in between Vivian and the White Magikoopa. That'll be the main order of events today. We'll finish the catalog. We'll likely commence the Pit of 100 Trials from level 50, as we're now permitted to do after having completed it. So we can just skip all the one-pointers that are just dead giveaway fights. And we'll figure out along the way what we're going to do with our badge points as well, since this configuration was something that we put together specifically for the final boss in the story. Hence the preponderance of luck-based defense that we put together here with Lucky Day, as well as Pretty Lucky, etc. And even a close call for good measure. We might keep some of that. We have no idea what the final boss in the Pit of 100 Trials will be like, of course. We had a pretty easy time with Bonetail when we were there. In that, in our run down to Bonetail, we didn't really even expend any life mushrooms. But we were totally cleaned out by Prince Mush the first time that we attempted him, so definitely we can't just assume that whatever has been added here is any kind of a joke. So, let's get in and play. And the hottest new products right here. Yeah, oh yeah, let's do a little bit of item management, of course. And look at that. We actually never read the Super Luigi books too, like I said, so maybe we'll try to remember to do that at the end of the stream and actually peruse them. 256 coins for the Super Luigi 5. Yeah, we'll go through all of them. Good thing I checked. I think this might have unlocked here in the endgame, in fact. But anyway, I guess we should see if we can sell or store anything. We have a couple of ultras that we're not really using, and we'll be clearing out some space anyway, because Ultras might be good for the partner, obviously, but I think we'll be cleaning a couple things out. Might even just cook the Ultra with the maple, because it's equivalent to the Super Maple, but let's see what we can do. Yeah, or we'll just cook the Super with maple for the Maple Super. And do we have any cake mix? I kind of want to see if we can just make a peach cake or something, see what that does. We might as well try it while we're just messing around. And yeah, for the time being, we don't really need a cache necessarily, so we'll just store some of what we're not using. We'll eventually fill up with quite a few life mushrooms, obviously, just as one-shot protection in case we have to learn a fight properly. At the end, I guess we should have stuffed a jam and jelly here. Let's see what else we can take. Right now, or we can take a mushroom roast, maybe? I don't know. Golden leaf is not a bad idea for 10 FP. And let's see here. Yeah, we'll probably want to pull some of the other healing items as well. I mean, we might as well take something like a... yeah, another super and maple with us and make more maple super. And combine that. Other thing too is that at this point, because we're at 99 badge points, as we're upgrading, we'll potentially increase our flower point count as well. So just healing 10 FP all the time might not necessarily be optimal. Let's store this for the time being. And let's take a look. Do we have another maple in here? No, I guess not. Oh, I totally miscounted then. Let's store this. Cook these ones. And we'll probably want to stock up on a couple of boost sheets as well. Those tend to be pretty useful, especially in the course of learning something. We should also see if there's anything post-game in the badge shop. Although I kind of doubt it. And, oh, does Luigi have anything? Now that he has no more partner here, I've been catching a breather here, you know, reflecting back on all my adventures. It's been a long road, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. The Super Luigi book. I mean, we do have the Super Luigi book, but we might as well hear what he wants to say about it. Actually, you know what? This guy novelized my quest. He's been interviewing me. He was actually interviewing me here at the inn during breaks from my adventure. I didn't think anyone would be interested in reading a book about Luigi. But Super Luigi came out recently, and check this out, bro. Here in Rogueport, it set a new record for consecutive weeks, #1 on the bestseller list. Because I've been buying one volume every time that has appeared, so... as the only book being sold in Rogueport, I suppose 5 volumes is enough to set that record. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Hooray for Luigi, bro. I started reading it the other day, but it's an encyclopedic account in multiple volumes. Excruciating detail, bro. It's like a history book. It seemed like one anyway. They've got it in the shop here in Rogueport. How about you snag a copy, bro? Want to hear about something else? No, that's pretty much it. Like I said, we'll look into it at the end since we do have it completely in our useful items. Along with everything else that we've amassed so far. All our special tickets. And yeah, still nothing here. Never mind. We bought him out completely. And did so quite a while ago, in fact. Let's grab that cake mix, so we can see if there's a peach cake or something that we can make. We will not be filling in the recipe book this stream. It's something that might require some external reference. So that's something to handle off stream. We also won't be buying the life mushrooms here because they are available cheaper elsewhere, and who knows, that may come to matter. Okay, so let's trade in our winnings. And yeah, we'll just get into cake mix. We want to have some points available just in case, although tempting to buy up some other things here. In terms of the badge collection, oh yes, we actually don't have money. That's one of the ones that we must be missing. I thought we were missing something for ourselves and our partner, but money must be one of the ones that we are lacking. Let's grab the cake mix first. Yeah, we'll grind up the rest later. Because if we look at our badge log, currently, yeah, we're missing 3. This is something that is matched with the partner, I'm pretty sure. Don't know what it could be. But now I think I know what this is. This has got to be money. It's going to be something that's not partnered, and it is something that is unaccounted for as an item that we're missing, so we will look into that. Costs 450 though. We're not grinding it out of this stream, I don't think. Although it would be helpful perhaps for the pit. I'm going to see. Yeah, we just got the cake mix. We don't want to overspend again. And let's do just a little bit of cooking. What is this? Just a can. Okay, let's talk. And we'll use 2 items. I wonder if this will be anything good. Intuitively, it makes sense as a recipe. Might just be another Zest special, though. Peach tart. Makes you electrified, dodgy, or sleepy. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know if I like the randomness to it, though, especially because it could make you sleepy. But fills in one spot in the recipe book, I suppose, so I won't complain too much about that. Might make sense to put together a couple of Maple Ultras or something. Or Jammin' Ultras. Just in case we needed to fill the partner's HP, I suppose. Okay, how we're doing for our current inventory. We have 13... We have 7 slots that are available. And so it might make sense. Yeah, we'll have to kind of determine the specific allocation of slots here. And also, some item pickups do happen along the way down in the Pit of 100 Trials. Peach Tart, we're just going to store it. I don't really imagine we'll be using it. So we'll just do a little bit of management here. And yeah, I mean, we are doing enough outgoing damage as well as at Mario that perhaps we don't really need Shooting Star taking up that many spots. It's more for situations where we're completely down on our available points, power points. So it might make sense to grab something like as a special. Or a stopwatch, although, I mean, we have been using clock out for the most part because we typically will have the points available. But we can't always depend on that. We've been using clock out extremely heavily, in fact. Plunge is 15 FP. I guess we'll gotta free up some slots here. Maybe we'll do one Ultra Gem in just in case we want something like that in reserve once we level up some points. Or we can just take one Zest Special right now. I gotta go one Ultra Gem. I don't think we've actually cooked one up yet, so we may in fact benefit from a couple of combos here. Although I think maybe they're better off as things that we sell since they're worth 50 apiece. But let's start a Peach Tart. That's what we're making room for. Yeah, and then other than that, we'll be making room for things like Blue Sheets. Okay. Might as well try it out. I think this is going to be a Gem and Ultra, but we'll take a look and determine whether I want to bother cooking the other one. Jelly Ultra, yeah. Rather nice, actually. We might want to keep the other ones, in fact, for other ingredients that we want to fill in, like if you try to combine the different grades of mushroom and syrup. But we'll trade this in, and we might want some additional healing item, and we can take the Zest Special for that, perhaps. Or even a Meteor Meal. Yeah, we'll do that. Well, I think under most circumstances we do want to replenish both stats. So yeah, let's actually take a special instead. And you have to kind of think about efficiency for the inventory slots. And the rest is all going to be Life Mushrooms and Bullshit. I'm pretty sure. So, with that out of the way... well, let's... maybe have a bit of a chat with Frankly in case there's anything for the post-game that is relevant to us. You seem pretty cheery, and as always, I'm happily busy with my research. By the way, do you know what was in that treasure chest we found in the palace? It contained a dried mushroom. Oh no, it's nothing to be disappointed by. Now we know for certain that people indeed ate mushrooms 1,000 years ago. This is a groundbreaking anthropological discovery. Well, it's satisfying to have that bit of closure here. Also, oh, we actually have some additional quests. I didn't know that we had some more on the trouble board. We should actually finish these first. Raise that. Oh, go to the 50th level. That's unfortunate because if you go to the 50th level. Oh, but we can warp straight there because I think 50th is the one with the pipe, right? And like you didn't start at 51. Next to the cannon statue. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. Except now that we've taken it, we can't take the other troubles until we do that one. So maybe I should have looked at these first. I really wanted to see the Great Tree, but there are many CADs in the way. Hang on, let me just see what the other one is. I'll be waiting near the Sanctum. I think I might even want to take the penalty here just to fill the other ones first, because yeah, if we're going down to pit anyway, that's going to be the thing we do last. And it would make sense to maybe stop this. Let's see what the fee is. Oh, trying to cancel here. Yeah, 30 coins, yeah, that's fine. Cancel or cancel it? Cancel. We'll just cancel it. I'd rather do the other ones first. Yeah, I didn't even think of checking this. Dough tea. We'll do that. Okay, in that case, let's head over. Oh, also, Battle Master. So we never actually talked to the Battle Master over the course of this game, and I kind of figured, and somebody sort of semi-corroborated this for me, that if this is something that's going to be available in various locations, and it's going to be something that's Goomba-like, I was thinking it must be some kind of training battle, and if we hadn't encountered it already, it would kind of make sense that the Battle Master is responsible for that. So let's talk and practice action commands and tell me secrets of battle. I suppose we should do practice action commands. Outstanding, let's get down to business. So do you actually get a fight where you get to take on some of the Goombas? Okay. Practice, let's say practice moves so we actually have some moves. Ready to go, begin. So, do we get a chance to... Oh, whoops, no, hang on. No, I didn't want to stop. I'm just so used to rotating into the tactics flag here that I didn't realize that swap partner has a different symbol here. And oh, look at that. Nothing costs FP, of course, because this is just the practice room. And it tells you when the stylish cue is. That's interesting. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. That's a Goom board. There's a Goomba drawn on a board. I think the master made this, and he's surprisingly talented. It's unclear what his max HP is. No attack or defense either. I think it's sturdy, though. It won't break no matter how hard you hit it, so don't hold anything back. Yeah, it's just a training dummy. We're going to quit out of this, but we might as well hit it first just to see what happens. Because then we can actually do a bit of a damage point check. No, we can't actually, because everything is pretty much invulnerable. Oh, also, you just get to practice with the same character again and again, which means that, in theory, we should be able to see where the stylish cue is, but no, guess not. Alright, anyway, let's get out. I'm done. Now, I believe that should account for number 10, since it's a Goom board. So the rest are just in a pit. Yeah, and here it is, Goom board. Not even Bowser could splinter it. Okay, let's go to the Great Tree. And yeah, we have to remember to shop at some point as well, just to fill up the rest of the slots here with life mushrooms and boo sheets and like. Probably just life mushrooms. Well, you never know. And a boo sheet can buy you an ample opportunity. Now let's see what we want to do here. We want to go to Bogly Woods. And we'll continue that way. Okay. This was for the Great Tree, right? Let's take a look here. Dough tea. Waiting in Bogly Woods near the Great Tree. Near the Great Tree. No, that's the Battle Master, though. In Bogly Woods near the Great Tree, so not in the Great Tree. Must be outside. Well, we'll look around. I wonder why this would be something post-game. Whoops. Near the Great Tree, you say? Probably in this screen somewhere. Let's just take a look. I also should have put it on bump attack or something just to... Well, this guy's not Dotee though, this guy's just a shot. I mean, maybe we should check inside a tree, unless... Well, we'll see. Okay, let's go bump attack. I don't want to bother with these guys. Let's... just put that in. We can actually just take out Defend Plus for the moment, since we just bumped them anyway. Then we want to see where... Oh, we ran into something. There you are. Okay. Took care of those goons already. Hey, marvelous. I can finally see the Great Tree. I'm in your debt, sir. It isn't much, but I hope this will do for you for your troubles. It's my change from lunch. Okay, because I guess if you approach this from the standard direction, then he just asks you to clear this path. Perhaps I'll see you up ahead. Okay, that was quick. Yeah, I didn't realize this existed. And that's why we're doing these before the pit. So... oh, we're going back to the Trouble Center anyway. It doesn't really matter where I go to return. But sure, let's go this way. And we'll just continue from here. And tick the next quest off the list. Then we'll take the one for the pit, and then we'll have to remember to shop, and then we'll just go ahead and do it. Okay, so we've got the trouble board over here. The reward from the previous one paid for the cancellation fee. For the graffiti quest, I got in a fight with my mum. And I guess we'll have to resolve the issue in Chapter 6. Well, that's what this pipe is for. And in we go. Okay, so... Oh, must be with these two. It is you, isn't it, Mario? Well, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? I've come here with Bootler, yes. A little vacation to Postulate Sanctum. I hadn't left Mansion in ages. I figured it was time to turn some heads on the road. Yeah, here's the thing, is that when I played 1000 Year Door originally, I had never played 64, so I wouldn't have recognized her. But what a nice surprise to see you. Feel free to be overwhelmed by my beauty. You know what, let's get Goombella to tattle on her a little bit. This is a neat little treat, actually, just as here. Bo. Wait a second, Mario, exactly what is your relationship with her? Tell me now. Hehehehe, just kidding, I always wanted to say that. But you did go on an adventure with her, right? Tell me sometime, okay? Yeah, I don't know if Bo made a cameo here in the GameCube original. I imagine she must have, but... I would not have thought to recognize her. Or the paratrooper companion that is kind of at the curtain in the end credits originally. Until it and played 64 accordingly. Lady Bow, your beauty is like the song of a nightingale in the evening. Indeed, I feel you've grown into a fine young girl who'd make your ancestors proud. Anyway, what's going on to Trouble, though? Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, we were helping Bub. And I guess I probably never even necessarily returned here in the original at this stage of the game. And so I wouldn't have known that Bow makes a cameo here. I kind of wonder what other cameos there are. I could stare at it all day, yeah. That's right. Too bad I can't recruit her. Just like old times. And I love how it has the music from 64 as well as part of the little treat here. Like whenever you talk to her, in fact. Well, when I talked to her formerly. That was a neat little treat. Kind of makes me want to play 64 again, to be honest. It's been such a long time. Okay, hotel. And yeah, we'll find Bub. And he's missing. Okay, so where is he? Bub? Who's that? I know no Bub. I have no son at all. Don't speak to me. Seems Bub hit or misses at a little row, hmm? It's hard when you get to the rebellious age, you know, dear boy? Hmm? Okay, I guess we have to look for him. Unless there's some additional clue. Near the sanctum, that's right, okay. Totally didn't listen to instructions here. We were too busy being distracted by Bow. Ah, here he is. I've been waiting for you, mister. See, I got in a fight with my mom and I want to make it up to her. So I wrote her a letter and I want to give her a present. But I don't know what to get. Railway set. Oh, okay, I guess we actually have to give her something. I would say mushroom cake. I guess we just use a mushroom and bake a cake with it, right? It can't possibly be that difficult. Can we? I'm sure it'll go over well. You have to find a mushroom cake and bring it here. I guess we have to bake one. Gotta watch out for a point budget there for the minigames, but it'll be an incentive to actually cook a mushroom cake, so let's do it. I mean, unless for some reason she wants to kill Mango. Well, if it doesn't go over well, maybe we can always keep it. Okay, so let's get another cake mix. This is something I do not have in my recipe book, I don't think, so makes sense to bake a lot more cakes. Yeah, we'll just do it with a standard mushroom. I'm sure that's going to be okay. That way we don't need to cut further into our winnings here. And let's take it. Oh, no, no more. And let's see what it does. Alright. Mushroom and cake. Surely it'll go over well. Take it, Stompy. 10 and 10. That's actually really quite good. But it's a gift. We'll just give it a quick deposit over here. Now, Bub should obviously be the one to present it, so we'll take it to him first. Yep, Bo's still hanging around, of course. She should. Yahoo, a mushroom cake. Thanks, mister. I'll just attach this letter and we're done. But I'm afraid to give it to her. She may still be mad. Yeah, fine, you coward. Well, as it turns out, she'd rather have the fright mask. Which would have been interesting. I kind of wonder what happens if you do try to fail the quest. And perhaps we'll find out if it's not the mushroom cake she likes, but we're just going by intuition here. Dear lovely mama, I'm sorry I didn't do my homework. From now on, I'll do my homework and try to be a good mom like Papa. And I will give you good food and a nice house. And a pretty hat. So please don't hate me. From Bub. Oh, I'm just going to break down and cry here. Oh, how delightful. Wah, wah. She's not in mushroom cake? Or she's just crying her eyes out. She's crying her eyes out. Okay. Don't mind my tears there. Joyful ones, they do prevent her from blowing up, perhaps. I just want you to tell Bub something for me. Tell him I'm not angry. I was just being stern because I love him and care about his future. I never meant to hurt his little feelings by it. Whose feelings are you calling little? And I'm sorry I lost sight of that. Gonzalez, please bring my little Bub back to me now. Yeah, sure, we'll do it. Yeah, I didn't even think of checking the trouble board originally as something to do in the post-game, but we do have a couple of things to fill in here, so... She's not mad anymore. Yahoo! Whew! It's all thanks to you, mister. You're the person I respect most, after my dad. And as a reward, I'll give you my entire fortune. How many coins is this? Not that I have many coins, though. Wow, very generous one. We should teach him to invest that. Put it all in options or something. Okay, so now we'll go back and we'll take the Pit of Hunter Trials quest. And then we'll... Oh, let's check the shop in this town first. Otherwise, we'll just go to the one in Twilight Town, since that one I know has the prices that I would prefer when it comes to life mushrooms. And possibly has the Bushis as well, but we'll take a quick look here. We can find retail. Oh, maybe... Yeah, I guess the shop is on the train, in fact. So, no, we'll go to Chapter 4 just because I know it's there. I have to go with what we know sometimes. Alright, this is just for shopping purposes. We'll fill everything up. And hopefully the level skip to 50 will in fact allow me to finish that quest quickly. No Bushit over here, actually. I wonder if the Bushit was purchasable somewhere. It might have been in one of the other shops, possibly even the one on the train. Let's make sure I know what I'm holding here. Well, I mean, we could always just go with the 2 Bushids that we have. We currently have 2 life... Sorry, we have 5 life mushrooms. Let's see. Do we want to buy up all 7 slots? Now 12? I don't know. Might not hurt. Depending on how badly we get one shot on the final fight. And we could very well pick up some other Bushids along the way down, right? If we are ever thrown any additional ones. So it might even make sense to leave a slot or 2 open. Maybe 1 slot open just for item pickups that we can swap in and out as we wish. Particularly for any steals or anything that we might want to do. I mean, or in the event of item theft, we can just consume one of the replenishment items. That's probably the best way to do it. Yeah. I mean, we don't really need 4 shooting stars, I think, but just an emergency measure. Okay, let's make sure we sort everything out here. Or do it by type. Yeah, that's maybe better. Just for menu navigation. Yeah, I would have liked to have more Bushids, but we can manage some of that later. It might seem like overkill to have so many life mushrooms, but when we fought Mush, he actually did blow through my bank. While I was in the initial stages of learning to fight and failing to super guard repeatedly, so we should, in fact, go with this. And then we will take the remaining trouble and head to the pit, and that'll be the order of the day. Pretty simple. Oops. Okay, so let's see about that trouble. Oh, no, not here. We want to go to the trouble board. Erase that graffiti. And yeah, we'll head over to Pipe 7 first to see what we have to do. Yeah, let's go. Taking a moment to think here. Okay, so that'll be number 7. And let's see. I had a statue. He agreed to help me for my trouble. There's a dungeon called Pit of 100 Trials. I heard of one who writes wish on wall of 50th level, and wish comes true. I use special big explosion to get down to 50th level and write wish. Crack. And then I realized holding was hoax. I risked life getting down there for useless graffiti. I wanted erased. I would exploded myself. Ease of peas. But getting back down there is not ease or peas. Check room. Well, yes, it is now. We've got the 50 level skip. And we'll use it. And hopefully it does take me there. So, let's back. And you know what? We don't really need to go back out. We'll just continue this way. We'll potentially want to... I got bump attack, right? Yeah. We'll take it off, of course, for the pit. And are we full up stat-wise? Yes, we are. We actually want to hit the save block before we go down. I know a few things about getting through this dungeon. 300 is pretty expensive for a skip, though. I mean, I guess you earn it back pretty quickly. But does it actually take you to level 50? Yeah, because then we can finish the quest immediately. Well, time is money, I suppose. And we've got plenty we can sell off in storage if we really wanted 300 back. But we know we can get through the dungeon and we'll earn more than 300 back for sure, so... I think we are just going to go with it. Now, in terms of badges, though, let's first of all remove bump attack. Put it back in defense for now. I will be doing enough with the clockout cycles, I think, given the way our tactics worked previously, that I do want to make room for a super appeal. Possibly both super appeal Ps if we take one of the damage dodges off. We might even take off the other damage dodge P for Simplifier, which is compensated for by Super Appeal once we get down to the final fight, just in case it is something that requires the, what's it called, the Super Guard the way that Mush did, because that was the issue, was that I just could not beat Mush the first time because we were not hitting the Super Guard timings. Also, for the time being, we don't need Lucky Day just yet. We'll put it back later, but for now, let's put a one-pointer on somewhere. We'll swap back to it later. And I think we'll actually go multi-bounce, because there are enough enemy configurations that benefit from it. Oh, also, no, here's the problem, is that we... Okay, no, we do have double power smash. I was wondering if I took that off previously. Kind of tempting to go Hammerman now as well, but no, we have multi-bounce. We'll stick with it. Because Hammerman was previously something that we benefited from as well. Okay, I'm pretty happy with this configuration. Let's go down. Costs a little extra, a lot extra, but let's do it. Alright, close your eyes. My secret paths are secret. Don't open your eyes at all. Because, yeah, even if you just kind of sleepwalk through the the first 50 floors or so and one-shot everything in sight, it still takes the better part of an hour to do it. And so, let's do something about the graffiti. There's graffiti on a wall here. Swab's wish. I want to get married to Bubba Link, my dear love, in a shocker wedding. I want us to have 22 kids, enough for 2 soccer teams. Shabalooey. This graffiti was scrawled on with a fierce hand. It doesn't seem like any amount of rubbing will erase it. Flurry. Nope. I might actually return to him first just in case there is some continuation to the quest. Actually. Oh, no, because we paid 300 to get down here. Let's just play. Yeah, otherwise we have to pay 300 again, so... Let's do it. And this time we don't need to tattle at everything until we reach the Dark Lakitu and the Blue Spiny, so... We'll just go down and fight. And with a lot of outgoing damage, I'm not maybe too concerned. Yeah, so we tattled and everything at this point, so... And look at that. Just kind of moving there quite conveniently for us. Which means that we can just take Koops and eradicate everyone here. Nine damage. And that'll be nice and quick. And it'll give us 1 star point as expected, and as will probably be the case until we are pretty far down. Until we get into the 80s and 90s probably. I think if we see some other movers, we may take them as well, except I don't remember exactly where the Dark Lakitu appears, and I don't want to accidentally skip it. So, I guess... Yeah, we'll just do a piercing attack on the second one. It'll be nice and cheap. Okay, man, welcome. Do I want you to look up where the Dark Laku spawns? You can if you like. I mean, I've done this already. I've gone through the pit once already, so it's purely a memory check. So I really don't mind if you'd like to. It's only relevant if we see movers that might potentially skip the relevant floors. Anyway, welcome 1K man. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, that's a lot of lightning here. That's okay, we'll put them all. Okay, Koops, do your thing. And damage on each, that's what we want to see. Didn't we have a fourth power plus P? Oh, we did. Oh, I already have it on. Yeah, that's why. That's why we're doing so much damage here. 61, 64, 66, and 69. Oh, thank you. Nice. Okay, I mean, unlikely that we'll outright skip it. That's good to know. So yeah, because it's that and whatever is at the bottom here that we are completing for the catalog. Here we can probably just do hammer and then Koops and then piercing hammer. It's probably best. I think it'll probably work. Yeah, that's fine. I don't remember the armor value on these guys, but it's 3 armor. Koops, I think, should be able to do 8 out of the box here. 9, in fact. On a standard attack with no defense. And we'll just pierce this one. And we'll just head down floor by floor. Yeah, once we get really low, I might not take the movers once we start actually getting star points. Because typically, on my first run down here, I was actually using a lot of fights as a moment to replenish resources. And we can likely do so here. We'll Quake Hammer this one. Yeah, nothing's gonna hit me here. Wow, look at that. That's doubly convenient. Well, then Koops can just whip the chomp right here. Yeah, because occasionally, you know, if you just take an easy fight, you can spend a turn to replenish the flower points. Oh, we should have put Flower Finder on, actually, if I have the points to spare for it. Since we have it now. The last time I didn't wear it because we didn't have it yet, but we already have some flowers here, so it's not too necessary, but it will save us some time if we have 4 points to spare somewhere. I don't really want to take off the flower savers, though, because they get us through so quickly. So, no, we'll just leave things as is, I think. Flower Finder would be nice, but we are getting some replenishment on the way down, so I'm truly not concerned. I think it's 4 points for it. These ones will just die immediately as well. And, yeah, if we just go Koops for the Power Shell and then Mario for the Quake Hammer. That's all there is to it. I mean, I guess we could remove some defensive abilities if we want to make points for Flower Finder, since we're not taking hits here anyway. Maybe that makes sense. Yeah, because if the idea is that we're mostly using appeals in order to build up for Clockout and build up for the Tattles, not the Tattles, build up for the Sweet Treats, then maybe we have room. Let's take a look at this. Where's Flower Finder? Flower Finder's 3. Okay, so that's actually quite good if it's just 3 points. I might even just take off the FP Plus for now, in fact. Since we're not using that much FP. Maybe a little risky to do so, though. Also, how come we hooked up... Yeah, we need Defend Plus and Mario instead. No wonder we were actually taking damage for once. Let's see if we can drop 3 points somewhere. We might just drop the appeals, perhaps. For now, I might want to put them back on later, and probably will, in fact. Or we can just take off Damage Dodge P, since our allies do have a proper health pool. Or even just Pretty Lucky, but... No, that's okay. We'll just drop Damage Dodge P and drop Super Appeal P. And then use that for Flower Finder. Where are we? Here we go. I just make some changes as we go down, but we'll manage that accordingly as we get to it. Okay, this is going to be... well, Koops is just going to hit everything down here. There's no defense in those, so Mario just needs to hit the jump input, and we're going to be just fine. We'll see when Flower Finder kicks in. Doesn't need to be soon, but again, it saves us time. And there you go, Flower Finder. We'll take it off when we're closer to the late floors. We need more power in the fight. Whoops, missed this one here. That's fine, we're on the lower level, that means Koops. And nothing here will put up any opposition for quite some time. So we'll just steadily work our way down. Yeah, look at that, we're just going to fill up after every fight, almost. Might even be worth it to do it with the HP Finder as well, the Heart Finder. If it's going to be this good. As we're doing fight after fight, if we're not spending any points on replenishment, but we're also not getting XP. Makes a certain amount of sense. Alright, Koops, let's see. We could go Shell Slam. We could also do Shell Slam in conjunction with Quake Hammer. Actually, no. I think Power Shell should do enough because these have 3 defenses, I recall. Yeah. So that'll do just fine. And it's 60 already, so we need to be on the lookout for the Dark Lakitu pretty soon. Yeah, so here he is. The trick is that we have to let him spawn to Smiley. Hopefully we don't just kill him out right here. We'll kill one. We'll also focus down the other guy. And actually works for us very well that Lakitu is going to be on the upper level here. Because you can just go straight for... Power Smash doing 12, probably. Let's check his defense here. 0 defense, okay. Yeah, Power Smash plus Coop should do it. Oh, whoops. Let's go back to the attack button. He does have a life stream, though. Which means that what we should actually do... Oh, we should have done Clock Out for this turn. That's okay. I think we'll just need to... Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to steal with Mouse because she just lose it. So we should actually take out one of the fellows here. Yeah, so I misplayed that. That's okay. Let me think about this. Let's go Dupless here. And we'll ground pound the other one. Hopefully do enough. We'll see. We'll see how much he does here. Yeah, that's just going to kill him outright. Very nice when something's not pointy on top. Okay, we'll let him spawn. Oh, +5. That's not great. Oh, he's just going to use that immediately as a heal. That's fine. Works for me. So we can kill him outright this turn. And then probably veil out of this attack with Vivian or something so we don't get hit by the +5. I like that idea. Let's go for the kill. Now we do need a spawn on this, so let's go with Vivian and just dodge it. Oh, wow. Wrong button. Okay, that's fine. That was just a mistake. There's that +5. It would have done 0 damage otherwise. That's okay. We'll fix that. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not just staying in position, which is not great, but we will probably... Yeah, well, that all just came down to missing the input with Vivian. Just the easiest thing, but it was still kind of spamming through the menus, which is why it registered the A button as the prompts were coming up. It makes sense to... yeah, we'll get Mario here to heal up first, I think. Let's just go Sweet Treat. We know that we can one-shot a Lakitu anytime we want with Dupless, so we'll just do it this way instead. Possibly this will set him on fire too if we punch him with Vivian. And we can get a measure of how much damage she's doing. Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. That's okay. Missing the easy stuff. In fact, we can just get her to appeal or something. Build up the point again. Or, no, we'll weaken. Let's go Shade Fist. Yeah, it's going to burn him. Let's hope he stays alive long enough to give me a Spiny here. Pop one out. It would be nice if he actually gave me one. So, you know what? We'll just sit back and appeal or defend or something. I'll actually just put up Coops to defend. And just go... Yeah, no point to even appeal at this point, we'll just defend. It'd be nice if we pulled one out. Lucky. It's totally not going to hit, is it? Well, that's okay, he's no longer burning, so we'll just sit back until he decides to hit me with something. Oh, no, I was going for defend, not appeal. That's okay. Come on, pull it out. Let me check catalog here. If it's holding up a spiny egg when you jump on it, sometimes the spiny eggs will turn into sky blue spiny. So we have to wait until he does it, basically. So we'll just defend until he does it. And the thing is, we're not taking any damage from it, so we can just stall him as long as we like. There we go. And then, that's fine. We can just punch him on the side with Vivian or something. Although we will spend 1 tempo here on Goombella. Like so. Sky Blue Spiny, how bad could it be? Six, 6, and 4. Yeah, Mario's Hammer will just kill it. Also, the Earth Tremor will just kill everything here as well. Actually, no, it's 4 damage, so it's not even that. We don't even need a piercing attack necessarily. Well, we'd need to do 10 damage if we're not accounting for armor, so. Okay, let's just kill it. And we'll defend against the Lakitu. Either that or we'll just go Earth Tremor and take him out immediately. We'll go Earth Tremor, I think. Let's take a look here. Or, you know what? No, we can soak the damage. We can soak the damage. It's not even a big deal. Let's switch over to Koopsto just for defensive purposes. And these guys are tough, but not that tough. Piercing Blow will do it. We just need to outpace the Lakitu at this point. And look at that. Well, that's convenient. Really convenient, actually. And then this turn we'll do the same thing. We'll pierce, and then we'll just have any kind of standard attack on the Lakitu. He's not even holding anything defensive this turn, so... Oh, you know what? The stage will do it for me, so that works. Works just fine. Okay, so 1 entry remains in the catalog, so we'll speed our way downstairs. Yeah, because now... Yeah, Sky Blue Spiny has been filled in. And so we just have whoever's left. And we'll just crush everything when we can. I might even go for damage instead of defense with Hammerman or something. But there are a few configurations where we do want multi-bounce, I think, so that's the only reason I'm not quite doing that yet, but... Drybos, actually, they have a certain amount of defense, so maybe... Well, this plus Quake Hammer will do fine, I think. Let's take a look at this. Actually, no, let's do it this way. Let's just see. Because he'll do 9 damage out of the box. I guess we'll just Quake Hammer the rest, and that's expected. Quake Hammer for 4. I remember there was some reason as we went down the dungeon that having 5 damage off a Quake Hammer was right over the line for something critical. Which is why I was in Hammerman for a time. For a long time, in fact. I may wish to consider that. Let's take a look here to see what we can trade out, potentially. After that, we could go for one of the other P-up badges. We can actually do P-up, D-down at this point, to be honest. Just to max things out and really dish out some punishment. In fact, let's take off Pretty Lucky for now. Because none of these enemies are a threat just yet. We don't need to worry about dodges. This is more for bosses when we eventually get to them. Yeah, we are spending a lot of points on defense to compensate, but that's okay. We are missing a P down, D up, P. Oh, no, that was one of the badges then that we're missing. Then, how come I thought the money one was in the log? Yeah, because we're missing P down, D up, P. That's right. So the money badge is one of these, perhaps. So maybe it's not something paired. Maybe we're missing something else completely. That's okay. Let's just power through this. Might even put Hammerman on top of this. If we really wanted. Go nice and risky, but... with that, and then... just carve through all of them, really. In fact, with the additional point off of Koops, let's see what the defense value was like on this guy. Defense 2. Yeah, we'll get Koops to take advantage of the fact that we have a flower finder here. Let's do Shell Slam. Okay. Because this is defense piercing, it should kill everything. 11. And by kill everything, I mean, you know, once you hit the Dark Raw. Mario's standard hammer attack should do enough at this point. Whoops. There's a needless 2 damage there. We'll just wreck everything on the way down. Yeah, we'll need to put some of the lucky defense back on later, I think, just in case we have issues with whatever the final fight will be, but... because it is a long way back. We have made back the 300 coins that we paid in, more or less, for the skip, so that's really not a concern. Or will this be a concern? 8 points over here. Once again, Koops, if he just goes Power Shell, I think he actually will do 10. And we'll just keep picking up everything we can. Oh, 3 of these guys. That's fine. We actually have enough damage to deal with all of that. I think. If we go... we're at this point, I think Quake Hammer does 5. We need 4. And Earth Tremor would do... well, we should actually try to freeze them all. Would clock out. Or at least reduce them to 1, so... or you know, reduce as many as we can. Or try... Showstopper, in fact. Let's see if it works. Otherwise, we'll have tons of incoming damage, and that's okay, we'll just deal with it. Let's see how many we get to kill here. And not flub the inputs too much. Even if we just reduce 2, would be in good shape. If we reduce none, that would be the worst case, obviously. But we'll see how many we punch out here. And Koops can take care of whoever's left. Okay, that's easy. Only 1 star point for that, though. Big HP pool, but not much of a threat. Let's keep going. I think I actually do 13 damage on a double stack power hammer at this point. It should be 6 apiece in the multi-mounts. Which doesn't make sense. I'm just thinking about this configuration. What kind of attacks we can do to wreck all of them here. We can also use one of the items. We can also try Showstopper again, actually. Kind of want to. Or we can do one of the big mass attacks with one of the other companions. But you know what? No, let's have some fun. We've got plenty of power here. We'll see who's left. Okay, and then that's going to be complete. We'll maximize our chances. It won't necessarily kill everybody, but it'll kill nobody. Okay, never mind then. I guess we have to do something else. That's fine. We can even try it again next time, but... Oh, you know what? I've got an idea. This is going to use entirely too much star power. We don't have enough for Supernova, which we actually should have done since we know it does 15 damage, but you know what, we'll just do it again. What are the chances, right? Like if there's a low probability of killing these, then let's deal with it. I don't think they're immune. It's just that they're tough. And we'll have plenty of opportunities to rebuild that. Okay, only one down. That's too bad. That was just 4 damage, actually. The equivalent. We'd better Veil out of this with Vivian or something. Okay, we're going to be in trouble if we don't do something about that. So let's actually kill one and then Veil with Vivian, I think. Let's do that. And this will be probably a fight that's long enough that we actually do have to replenish our star power here. Let's go like this. Let's not button spam our way into trouble this time by pressing A repeatedly through the menus. Okay, good. Both undefended. Well, one undefended. That's fine. Quake Hammer. We'll do 5 against the ones on the bottom. And then we need to do something about the ones up top. Let's think about this. I guess the other thing we could do is spend points on Earth Tremor. If we can do a full 6, then we would be able to do an additional 7 damage and 1 Lakitu and kill it. So let's actually... Yeah, because we have a lot of incoming damage potentially. We really can't afford to miss, though. If we miss, I guess we'll Veil again with Vivian and see what happens. Yeah, because I guess if you use Vivian's Veil, it gives the enemy an additional tempo, hence why they were able to bring out a few more Smineys. Or we could clock out and see what we hit, but... Let's see. We do have to be perfect in this one for once. Which is a bit of a gamble, but we'll see. And we'll acknowledge the raid in just a moment. I really have to finish hitting this input first. B Minutes, welcome. Let's acknowledge you now that I have a chance to not put inputs into the controller. Yeah, but even as we're in post-game, it's not going to spoil any plot. It might spoil a little bit of content, if you're unaware of it. You caught me in 1.2 megabytes. Megabytes? Or some other 1.2 MB. Anyway, I hope you are enjoying Persona 3 Reload. I guess we could set on fire here. You know what? No, we'll just kill one. Let's just do... You know what? Actually, it's better if we go for Kubella. We know she's going to kill, so... We know she'll do it. Wow, 8 and 8. I didn't realize we powered it up that much. But I guess we did. And yeah, we'll easily kill the rest. At this point, let's just pierce this one. You took pictures of me with your flip phones. That's extremely flattering. I hope so, anyway. Okay, then we'll go Shade Fist for a side attack over here. Oh, how did I hit the wrong button on such an easy prompt? Okay, that's fine. It still did enough. Didn't even need to hit the right button, in fact. Alright. Then let's keep going. That was a bit of a rough one, mostly because we dumped so many points on Showstopper and took out practically nothing. Let's flip around a little bit now, and Koops one time plus Mario one time should do it. Let's swap over to him. And yeah, even just a standard hammer should be okay. Or will it do 9? I've lost track of my calculations, so let's just go Power Smash just in case. I think this should do 13, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, because I think his base damage right now is 9. Totally forgot to put points back into Spike's shield, didn't I? Otherwise we could have just jumped him, but that's okay. We're going very attack heavy at this stage. Oh, West missed a hammer. That's okay. Won't matter. We'll kill everything. I guess so anyway. Yeah, combined with a multi-bounce, I think this is going to be fine. Well, we better hit this. Yeah, 6 base damage on a jump currently. That's a lot of flowers, which is exactly what we need. We are full up now, in fact, on the FP. That isn't going to quite kill it here. We do need to take out everything we can up top. We'll see what we can do to power through the Lakitus there. Probably... let's think about it, because Mario's jump isn't going to do enough. However, the spin jump might. Oh, except if I missed the input, no it doesn't. Let's kill the other one then. Yeah, it's going to do full 16. That's exactly what we want. And we did take off a little bit of defense here, so... here, we can just knock things back. And we'll be just fine, actually. No, I'd rather... Oh, no, actually, better idea. Let's switch to Gulp on Dupless over here. Since that will be armor penetrating. 11 and 6, not bad. The second one's always going to be 6. It's not improvable at this point, but we'll not miss this time. Yeah, at this point we're really not worried about the FP. Very tempting to just go down to 5 FP, in fact, unless we have a lengthy fight where we need to dump everything. So this is floor 70. And GDQ's been sick, Descriptivist. Yeah, I saw that Mario World Kaizo race was today, but I wasn't able to make it, so I did mean to catch up with that on a VOD afterwards. But I did see that there was the Kaizo Mario relay for sure. Okay, these guys, let's just go for Koops and go for Shell Slam. Should one-shot them. Still just getting a single point off of this, though. But we will get a decent supply of flowers back, so I'm absolutely not concerned. Koopatrol, Dark Koopatrol. You ordered several flavors of buffalo wings, but they were all mixed together and you couldn't tell which ones are blazing hot and which ones are normal. Well, okay, these guys will be very easily locked down, so no worries about them whatsoever. In fact, Goombella might even just be able to knock them out one by one at this point. Let's see here. Actually, let's see how much damage Dupless does to each of these individually, because I didn't really get a good calculation off of that earlier. Wow, it just outright kills it, starting from 6. That is amazing damage. Absolutely amazing damage. Well, that's easy then. Let's just jump these and get it over with. Okay, starts from 6 over here. Yeah, he does 21 damage against somebody undefended. That's not bad. And we'll even get some hearts off of that. So yeah, for single target purposes, as long as something isn't spiky, Dupless looks like he's the key. Oh, that's quite a variety pack here that we have on this screen. It's going to be Quake Hammer. And that means something's going to remain alive here. We can't really just take everything out. Unless, of course, we try Showstopper again and then see what's remaining. Or, yeah, we'll just do Showstopper. RNG our way through it. Either that or we do Supernova if we really want to dump the points and use Goombella to get Mario to knock down the Dark Koopatrol with a Quake Hammer. But no, we'll do it this way. Riskier, but cheaper. Oh, mine just blanked out on the X button there for a moment. This never happened before. Oh. Hang on. Took me a moment to realize it wasn't done. And okay, that's one shot. Good. Where's it? After the whiffs that we had against the Dark Lakitu earlier, that was definitely a pleasant surprise. I'm trying to figure out which Buffalo Wing business is BWW. Buffalo Wing World, perhaps? The sequel to Buffalo Wing Brothers 1, 2, and 3. We might even try to do that again, except now Quake Hammer's going to take these guys out, and then Duplos can take out the bat. Yeah, we'll just let him do his job. Everything's on fire. Great. Always good news. Yeah, even with poor input, this is going to be more than enough. And we'll just let him do the rest. Everything's down, so we might even just appeal into this and... As well, in fact. Let's appeal. Fill up that meter. Stage background is looking a little shaky here. And, you know, we'll just Quake Hammer him again. Keep a good coup patrol down. Like I always say about this game, the low damage numbers mean even the smallest 1-point upgrades feel extremely consequential, and we're definitely seeing that in action over here. We just pump up our attack power. This is going to be a job for Koops, probably, but... Yeah, it is. And we'll worry about the point replenishment afterwards. Kind of want to test out how Stampede does against this as well, but no, let's just go with what we know. And... Yeah, because I think this is cheaper anyway. Maybe not, actually. Let's take a look at the cost here. Stampede is also 4. I guess we can try it, and we could Quake Hammer out of it if we're not certain, but no, because the last enemy isn't something you can hit with Quake Hammer, so I better just do something that I know. And just blast through it. We're finally getting multiple star points off of the fight, which is nice, now that we're down in the 70s. It's a nice change of pace. And I was pretty comfortable doing that because I knew we'd get plenty of flowers back. Whack this guy too. Yeah, specifically these guys that when we see some of the harder ones later, we'll need multi-bounce. So we don't just spend Quake Hammer on everything. Not Quake Hammer, rather, just so we don't spend Earth Tremor on everything. Actually, do these have defense? Let me see. Defense 3. Okay, that's why we're doing this. This way. I mean, I guess you could always do multi-bounce for 1 point and then standard shell slam for power shell for 1 point. Because this would do... what, 7? I suppose you could. And then only spend 2 flower points. That's okay, we get enough flowers back. Let's just expedite this. Do 11 each. And back to only receiving 1 star point. That's okay. We're not going to have room for the stopwatch, I think, because we currently are full up on gear. Let's just keep going. And let's just whack him. Shooting star in this guy. Well, Quake Hammer will take care of it. And let's see, Quake Hammer. And just the standard Shell Slam on Koops, I think, too. Get rid of the rest. This is actually a good time to try Stampede. And hope that it's not a disaster. But no, it'll be cheaper to just go Power Shell. Tempting to just spend a turn to Sweet Treat out of this. And we can if we aren't confident in the FP replenishment. Let's see if there's anybody with a lower HP pool that we want to fill up. No, we can just do it. And then we'll just use Koops for a point too. Actually, no, we can just kill this with a standard attack from anyone at this point. So let's just go Sweet Treat. Yeah, we don't even need that many points of replenishment. We are mostly thinking about the flowers here. Whoops. Which does not explain how I'm just suddenly missing so many of them, but... Okay. That's going to be full up, though. In fact, this guy's still down, so we can even appeal out of this and build up points. He's going to be down for the count. And Koops can just hit him straight up. As long as he guards out of that. Don't remember his armor value here, but it's not going to be enough. There's like 2 armor. And you hit him straight on. Well, steadily seeing some points. Star points, I mean, at the end of the battle. By the time we get into the mid-80s, we'll probably have some kind of upgrade coming. And yeah, once again, Koops is just going to clean this up in 1 Shell Slam here. Flower Finder is easily paying for itself, just given that we haven't needed to spend time on replenishing FP at any point. Okay. And we are back in full in FP, so very, very effective. Would you like to swoop down? Okay, it'll be Quake Hammer and then something hits the bat. And everything's gonna be misty, so... I guess we'll just get ready to miss and miss and miss. Let's switch to Goombella just for the ease of the input here in case everything's a whiff. Don't need to waste time on it. We'll go Dupless for the other ones, of course. And he may or may not hit under these conditions, but we don't care. Because we'll just Quake Hammer these guys again when they come back up. And sure, let's just do what we can and waste a little bit of time. Worst case scenario, of course, is if we don't hit, but they do at this point. And yeah, we hit one. That's fine. I mean, we're still fogged up too, so. We'll have to soak one attack for once. Potentially. Let's see. Luckily, not too much. And sure, Quake Hammer. Just for 5, though. And wow, that's a lot of forks being stuck in him. Okay. What is that badge for, like an extra damage whenever you successfully put in an action command? I don't know. It was somewhere here. It was cheap, too. Anyway, we'll think about it later. I don't think we'll switch to it necessarily, but... Wasn't chill out, right? Nope, that's... Never succumb. Never surrender. We'll worry about it later. It was somewhere here. Anyway. Here's level 80. I think it is, anyway. Shouldn't be long now. Yeah, our damage output situation is even better than it was the last time we were here, so... I'm really not concerned. This is a good time to try Stampede, actually, just to see what the damage value is going to be like. Is it going to do a full 12? We'll find out. Or something less than that. Wow, we can't even see how much that did. He's just going to wreck everything, and when finally we're getting some star points. So we'll actually level up pretty quickly, too. When we level up, the next level up is going to be put to FP for the first time, but what we're going to do is we're going to take FP Plus off at that point, and then that will allow me to have 3 additional points to allocate in the badges. We don't need a Thunder Rage. So that's the plan. That has always been the plan. So far, we have only upgraded BP in this run. But we will finally upgrade FP at level 34. Oh, these guys, yeah, I mean, we can't actually hit them, unfortunately, but... Yoshi can take care of them, though. But we'll need to hit the other one afterwards, probably Quake Hammer. Oh, no, actually, he can't go to the side. Oh, yeah, I forgot. No, we'll, yeah, no, we need a Quake Hammer, and then we'll... I completely forgot about how to engage these ones, even though it's visually obvious. We actually needed Quake Hammer and then Goombella to give me a second turn and then Quake Hammer again. That's what should have been the case. Because we need to stand way back for this. It might actually be helpful at this point to dump Clock Out on them, since we're going to take damage from them at minimum anyway if they're left alive. Quake Hammer, a single Quake Hammer will not be enough to take them out. So the way we'll do it is we're going to Clock Out. And see if we can freeze at least one of them. Yeah, I completely messed this one up. I mixed them up with the big guys that are not spiky on the side. We just confused them for a moment here. But they're both going to be frozen, which is great. I wonder if they probably can't even hit back when they're frozen, right? Well, we can just try it. See if it's possible to approach them if they... Yeah, if they're frozen, then you can just approach them all you like. So we don't really even care. In fact, at this point, it might even make sense to do a sweet treat for the flower points and then a round of appeals to get the star points back up. So let's do that. Let me check the HP first of all on the partners to see if there's anybody else to heal. There isn't. So we'll sweet treat over here first, and then we'll go for damage after the fact. There we go. Okay. And that'll be really straightforward. And he's still frozen, so we'll do one appeal round. Oh, sure, we'll take it. After one appeal round, we can spend 1 point in Quake Hammer. I'd rather have the Star Power, so we'd rather do this. And then, where's my Quake Hammer? We'll do it next. Because then we'll get into the end of this fight in a better situation than what we started with. Just out of preparedness for the next fight. Not a lot of points this time, though. Unlike the 8 that we got from the Spoonies. I was surprised that we got so many off of them, actually, in the previous room. Okay, these guys have like 16 HP or something, which is annoyingly just outside the range of Supernova. But we'll take them. We can take them pretty easily at this point, in fact. I think what we'll do... we know that Duplos can just kill each of them individually, I think. Plant might be the one who remains alive this turn anyway, and... we'll see. Let's check the armor value on them. 0, good. That is not that tough. In that case, I think we'll leave the Piranha Plant alive. Can't one-shot absolutely everything this turn. But we can be reasonably close. Nothing's going to stand before the might of Duplos here at this point. Wow, that's a hard hit, even with all the defense that we have. That was a hard hit. What was that, like 9 damage on something? Or... yeah, that is 9 damage in. Okay, that's right. I totally didn't think about how hard that would hit me here. Let's, we're going to sweet treat, I think, and then... actually, no, we need to just kill it. I'm thinking about my options for taking it out from this side here while having a chance to heal. Let's see, because my Power Smash is going to do 13, I think, which isn't enough. I'm trying to see if we can actually burn a turn on healing it up. We really should have dumped Supernova on this thing. That's okay. We'll just have to kill it, I think. And worry about the HP. Possibly at the beginning of the next fight. Or we'll just... Hang on. Maybe put a Koops shield on Mario and then buy ourselves an extra turn. Kind of like that idea, in fact, because even if Koops takes the hit instead, we will have plenty of latitude for a sweet treat after that. Good, but not great. That's okay, it'll take a hit. That was... Okay, no, that's not damage on a shield. That concerned me for a moment that we saw the number 9 on there. Okay, now we can sweet treat and then kill. Do we have any damage on anyone else? No. I don't always need to check. Let's just sweet treat. Yeah, I totally didn't think that would hit that hard. We might have gone for slightly different tactics here. If I'd bothered to remember that the standard Piranha Plant is no joke. But that's going to fill us up completely. And then Koops should just be able to get the kill. Okay, let's not underestimate that. Quite so dramatically. Speaking of plants, we'll whack it. And having that initial damage is going to be great because it means that we can just kill the rest of the Koops probably. In combination with the Quake Hammer. So let's go Power Shell. And again, getting closer to a level up, finally. Once we hit some Amazy Daisies, we might even get an additional level out of that and wind up in, I don't know, 35 or something even. That's not going to be until the 90s, though, I think. Same idea with these guys. Same attack pattern. We'll go Quick Hammer. And again, these guys actually give points to each, I think, so that'll put us just under what is required for the next level up. Which means we can afford to dump everything we can on the next fight. After this one. Whatever it may turn out to be. And we'll just blast right through this. Okay. So I think this is going to call for... if we do Supernova, that's going to leave the 2 spiders alive with 1 point apiece. If we go for... If we go for Earth Tremor, we might leave 1 spider alive. And... yeah, because we can kill everything else using Koops. Or even... Yoshi with the Gulp. So we might have to leave 1 spider alive for this. I'm just trying to calculate whether there is a way to do it such that we can knock everything out. Possibly with something like like I said, we can just go maximum damage. And so maybe we'll just go Bombast and see what happens. I don't know how this will do. But if it does enough, then yeah, 3 damage apiece, then we can just finish with Earth Tremor. And we're just going to fill up anyway, so let's do it. We don't even need to hit this very well. We need to not totally choke, but the fact that you can do 13 damage to everyone with Bobbery's power there is a very good sign if we get to a stage where we start upgrading more and more FP. And can afford it on a more regular basis. Anyway, that's going to get us over the line for level 34, and for the first time in the game, we are going to upgrade something other than BP, since unless you are allowed in this version to take BP even higher, no, you're not. You can't increase your BP anymore, so let's put plus 5 FP, and then we'll take off that badge so we can free up 3 BP. So at this point, we are no longer BP only. But we knew this day was coming. And how perfectly balanced it is that we are doing this right on the day where we are finally in the post-game. So, okay, so we're going to go down to the 3-pointers and take off the flower... the FP plus, rather. And then I'm actually kind of tempted to take Heartfinder at this point, in fact, since we're still descending here, and that'll allow us to really wail on the enemies without thinking too hard about whether we need to take a turn to replenish. Either that, or we'll do something a little more defensive. Like with Pretty Lucky, which was what we were going with previously. And if we are on Super Appeal P right now, we can actually do that for some additional damage mitigation, but at this point, so let's see, Heartfinder. And then what else can we have? Spike Shield will allow me to actually use Multi-Bounce. If we take off Multi-Bounce and switch to Hammerman, I can put Hammerman on in conjunction with something like Lucky. Also, we haven't really played around with Lucky Start. Oh, All or Nothing is the one I was thinking about. All attacks plus 1 if you execute the commands. And it's only for Mario, and Mario, you know, hammer attacks are easy. As long as we're not doing Fire Drive or something silly like that. So we might do a little bit of reconfiguration here. Like if I don't know if I want to take off Multi-Bounce stuff, because it's situationally something that might still be very useful. But if there's another 1-pointer that we might want to take off, like if we take off an Appeal, probably we would take off Mario, since he's the one who actually uses the star powers. The question is just, do we really need that 1 additional damage? I still like double stacking the Power Smash here, so I don't want to mess with that too much. I think we keep the current damage configuration, and we can go Hammerman, take off Multi-Bounce, or we can go... No, let's actually go with Heartfinder, because we're starting to take some damage. Once we get near the bottom of Heartfinder and Flower Finder, will cease to be relevant, because we're not thinking about them between floors, but for the time being, we'll stick with this. Okay, this guy once again. You know, I wonder if it's possible to have Bobbery poke him without getting damaged. Or even Koops, in fact. Or is he going to take damage off of it? Maybe he does. Yeah, he does take damage in response. That's okay, we know how to deal with these. It's going to be a Quick Hammer. Oh, I actually didn't even know Quick Hammer flips them. That makes them especially easy to deal with that. Because now we just pick away at them. And they're not going to hit me, so... Yeah, and probably if they're flipped, they have no defense left. Presumably. Let's just check this. We'll just hit the other one, too. I mean, why didn't we just learn this about them in the first place? Would have just done Quake Hammer every time. I didn't know they were flippable. I guess a lot of the high defense enemies generally are, but you learn something new about them every day, I suppose. Yeah, that simplifies them considerably to know that they're flippable. Okay, back to these 16 damage guys, 16 HP guys. And look at that, there they are again. So we can go. If we go Gulp with Yoshi, we'll do 11 and 6. We can also just take out the one in the middle completely. The other thing we can do is... Yeah, I don't know if Koop's attack is able to hit the one in the back, if we do the armor-piercing one, because he might still get hit by the counter. And I suspect he would, in fact, so... It's probably better... Oh, let's check the damage number on the Dark Bristle. 8 damage is bad. I think we might just have to soak the attacks from the Tarantula here. But if he's doing multiple spits, then that's an issue as well. I guess Bobbery's attack is remote. If he's doing like a full 13, but then that consumes so much FP, I don't want to rely on it. I think we're going to Quake Hammer. We'll just have to leave one of the spiders alive. That's just the way of things here. But we'll absolutely need to flip this, I think. Confused, actions will be hindered. Great, because that's the one we were going to leave alive. So let's swap over to Duplis and hit the second one. Amazing how conveniently that worked out, in fact. Oh. That was a hard hit. That's fine, because we will actually have enough time to... I mean, we'll have Heartfinder on, first of all, and we'll also have enough time to do a Sweet Treat after that. We might even do a Sweet Treat now. Let's... Better ground pound it first. And we'll Sweet Treat, and we can always just disable the other one with the Quick Hammer again. Or outright kill it, in fact, with the Quick Hammer next time it does damage. And we'll even be able to replenish the star power here immediately with an appeal. We'll have enough turn time to do it. Yeah, we're definitely skipping on defense a bit for the sake of attack power, but with all the P up, D down that I've been doing, we'll be going cautious against once we approach the unknown boss. To put up some of the lucky defense like we did for the final boss, in all likelihood. Okay, And again, we'll just appeal over here, since we've filled up. And then Quake Hammer here. I cannot believe how good Quake Hammer is. It's been getting us through the whole game. Not a lot of points, though, since we're so severely overleveled. And look at that, tons of hearts, but I wasn't going to necessarily rely on that, so... I think it's a good call, though. Just in case we're a couple of points down. Almost ran into it just now, but we did it. Not too concerned about this. I mean, we really have to kill them all, though. But Quake Hammer in conjunction with Koops, I think will actually do it. Yeah, because Quake Hammer's doing 5 right now, so should be able to kill. Okay, let's keep going. And level 90. Are we still on full item bank? I think we are. Okay, let's not lose count of the levels though, because we... Well, I hit Bonetail's replacement boss. I don't know if we fight Bonetail again. I don't think we do. I think we probably just hit the replacement boss immediately when we get to 100. So we do need to keep track of the level that we're on. These guys do how much? 12. So Koops is of course going to get a first attack here. After that, we'll probably do Earth Tremor just in case. And yeah, I think we'd better. Then the question is, do we do a Power Shell or a Shell Slam? Let me check their armor value. I think it's like 5 armor or something, yeah. So Koops would only do 5. And so you would need minimum 7 if you do that, so that's out of range of the Earth Tremor, which means we are going to do the armor piercing attack. Shell Slam. And in fact, that does quite well. I forgot that there's 11 actually, I just didn't think about that calculation. It does well enough to the point where the Ultra Hammer, or even the Super Hammer, might do it. Knock into all enemies positioned behind it. Has the same. I don't know why. I don't know if the other ones, like knockback usually isn't affected by armor, right? It should just do 1 flat damage. Let me take a bit of a risk here and find out. Otherwise, you know, we're just going to get whacked by these guys. So I don't know if we want to take the risk. Let's do it. We need to know the mechanics here. Oh, no, it's not going to hit. That's not good. That's not good at all, actually. That's fine. We'll just kill them all this turn instead. We'd better get some replenishment from that Heart Finder, otherwise Mario's going to be in pretty serious peril. I'm going to actually Sweet Treat this first and then get Koops to fight again. Yes, that's going to be the way. Yeah, that was a miscalculation. Then we should have done the Earth Tremor since we only had to do 1 point. But that was a bit of a mechanics test since we did have the resources to survive that, although it was a very near thing with just a wrong attack instead of that self-heal on the last wizard. That would have been a kill on Mario. But we shouldn't mess around with the Super Ultra Hammer if we don't know what we're doing with the knockback. Okay, that's going to get us into a much more secure position, and then we are going to go Shell Slam. Once again, because it's going to do 11 each. Get us right over the line. I'll get some flowers back, which is good because it means we can afford Bobbery's power if necessary. Since it costs 7. Particularly once we have to have a certain damage output for the Amazing Daisies when we get to them. $15 each. Tempting to go Showstopper here. I think it's too early given our star points. We're not going to replenish it for some time. We should actually try to see how many kills we can get using Showstopper. This is RNG like crazy. Yeah, actually, no, I remember my approach the first time I went down to Pit was to spend a 2 points on Clock Out instead, since that might have a higher probability and would accomplish much the same thing. But let's take a calculated risk. Actually, I didn't calculate a risk. We don't know the calculation. But let's take a risk. The inputs are usually not a problem, since we don't have a brain fart all of a sudden. Oh, only one. That's bad. That's fine then. We will... That's not good. So who do I expect down there at this point? I'm pretty sure I know, actually, given that the clues that we have. I'm pretty sure I know. But I will say that in just a moment here. Now, I think we should, at this point, actually... At minimum, we need to kill the one in the middle. Let's see what the damage number is here. 8 damage. Well, we can try to do a second round with the Showstopper, or a second round with Clock Out, potentially. Let's try this. Yeah, we actually should have just gone for a Mass Attack plus a Melty Bounce, and we would have done enough with, you know, Bobbery plus Melty Bounce or something. That's okay, hindsight. Okay, so let's go for Clock Out this time to see if we can lock them down. I think it might have a higher probability than Showstopper, from what I recall. We can also afford Supernova if we really want to go for the kill, but we messed up. Let's pay for it, and let's pay for it probabilistically. And as long as it's not a situation where it just doesn't lock down any of them, then we should be okay. Or if it doesn't lock us down by mistake. That was a bit of a close call. Great, all 3, which means we can actually replenish all of our points as well. Okay, Dupless is going to kill everybody, so we will go Appeal. Camilla can kill everybody too, actually. Let's take out one in the back. And it's going to build up a good amount of points. We'll just build and build and build. And we can do one more after that as well. Nope. Haven't been able to hit any of those. We don't need this. Although we probably should have used it. Just wanted damaging items at some point. We are on floor 92. Okay. Let's try to keep track and not forget, since I do need to do a badge change before we're down all the way. Oh, Amazing Daisy. Yeah, let's kill it. Everything else can be nuked afterwards. Amazing Daisy has 1 armor, right? So, actually, if you go Koops, you should be able to kill everything. And let's swap into him. Because he'll do 11 against everything with Shell Slam. And Amazing Daisy, presumably, I don't know if 1 by itself will get us over the line for the level up, perhaps not. But we'll get reasonably close, so I'm not worried about FP. And let me just check its defense. It's 1. I don't want to miscalculate. I think my standard hammer does 9 right now, which means piercing would do 9 and kill it. But I don't want to take chances. Let's just spend the extra FP. Just to make sure. And look at that. It's not quite getting me over the line, but it'll do decently. And if we get to double Amazy floor after this, we'll definitely get another level up, and then we'll do well. If you'd kind of like to come down, yeah, there we go. Here's the double Amazy. Now with the bat taking damage, we are going to do Koops once again, and then we're probably going to do Showstopper, since we are going to get the level up. Let's go Shell Slam first. Yeah, we'll absolutely get the level up this time, so... not Showstopper, Supernova. I always confuse their names for some reason. And... let's see here. Yeah, even if we don't totally max out the button spam and get to 15 damage, this will be plenty of headroom for Supernova, I think. Let's tap. By the time you get to the last input, there's a bit of strain, but we don't exactly know what this adds up. I think it just adds 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 or something like that. Okay, good. And that'll fill us up as well. It's very close to next level up, in fact. Okay, it'll be FP again for the 2nd time today. Which should work out nicely. No room. Sure, let's get some coins too, why not? This was 94, right? Yeah. And finally, for the first time in the game, we're going to have over 10 FP in battle. This means we can for it to be even spendier. Yeah, these guys have 5 armor. If Koops goes for the hit up front, then I'm also kind of mentally calculating, do we have enough to just dump Supernova this turn? No, we can go for the Wake, perhaps. Let's see, because Multi-Bounce isn't going to do very much against this armor. But Earth Tremor is still going to do decently. We're going to have to absorb an attack from a bat. Let's see how much it does. 6 damage, that's not too bad. It'll replenish, but then we don't care. We'll take out the wizards first. And that does mean Shell Slam. Or... no, Bobbery's mass attack I don't think is armor piercing, although I don't know that for a fact. So let's just do what we know. It doesn't say it's armor piercing, so let's not assume anything. Yeah, that's actually still going to be quite sturdy. Which means we're going to need to hammer it down and then just let the bat hit. So. Okay, it's going to hit. And even with a guard, it's going to hit pretty hard. But then, if we just put a Duplos here. It'll do plenty. And really stomp that guy into the ground. Okay, there's another. Let's see if any of these go into a lower position. Nope, it's all going to be in a higher position. That's unfortunate, but we can deal with it. It will be... Again, I'm looking at this and thinking, oh, do we have enough proximity to the next level up in order to do Showstopper? I don't know if we do. But we can do Bobbery's attack followed by multi-bounce. And so then we're just spending FP. Let's go with whatever that power was. What is it? Bombast. And yeah, that'll be a simple input. Oh, well, didn't think about that he was already ignited. Or that rather he would be blown up by Bobbery's because it's bomb damage. So yes, it actually would do that. I didn't think about that because we hadn't seen that interaction before. That's okay. That's what Heartfinder is for. Didn't think about that. Now I hope we're on pace to get the next level up before 400, but we will see. Because then we can walk in there with a pretty full bank of FP. This is going to be Koops, of course. And he's going to go Shell Slam. And Mario's going to go for the whack over here. A little low on FP if we want to do Bombast again, but this should be alright. Not a lot of points off of that, however, which is a bit of a concern, but we'll get plenty of FP off of this. 2 more to go. I think we might just fall a little bit short of these star points we need for another upgrade, so let's not overspend. I'm expecting to fall short. Did I find Tattle 10? Yes, we did it at the beginning of the stream. It was something I had kind of thought about checking last time, so it wasn't too much of a surprise. But Bombast plus multi-bounce should do it. 13 and... no, because that would actually leave a lot of them alive. And yeah, we know these guys don't actually give us a lot of points, so doing Supernova might not be the best idea. I actually think Clockout is the way to go for this. Yeah, we'd better. And it's not going to hit everyone. I wouldn't expect it to, but we're in a very inconvenient position right now, so let's not freeze ourselves. Okay, there we go. Only one. No, not good. Well, we can use Gumball and just do it again and try to do a second freeze. Yeah, I'm reluctant to use Supernova right now because I don't think we'll get enough points for a level up. The problem is that they're all in the upper position. Were they in the lower position, we would have actually just killed them straight up. Let's just try to clock out as many as possible. Power Lift might not have been a bad idea either, actually, now that I look at it. I mean, I guess Showstopper is also probabilistic. We can afford to slow down the inputs here cautiously as things go. There we go. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. And we can patiently take them apart. I don't think we'll be spending turns on Tattles necessarily. I think we'll just bonk them all and be done with it. Because, yeah, Dupless can take out each of these one at a time. So, he'll do enough. Which means that in terms of tempo, we actually have a lot of turns to work with here. And Mario should be able to do 12, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, we'll actually kill these on time. There might be one alive, but we'll deal with that. But we're fogged up, so it's not even an issue. Oh, whoops. Too bad about the stage damage there. And yeah, we'll have time to spare. We can... I'm just thinking about whether... If we hit the one up front, then Yoshi can do Gulp next turn. And that'll do 6 on the one in the back. And Mario can jump on the one in the back for 11. Or, well, we can jump it now, perhaps. And then, either way, we're going to kill them, so that's okay. If we need to use both characters anyway, we can just use Yoshi to kill one and Mario to kill the other, and then that's simple enough. Yeah, no need to even spend anything, in fact. We'll just ground pound them. And you can't gulp in that position anyway, so... And as we calculated, we would not have enough points to level up this floor. Next floor, maybe, though. I think next floor, depending on the enemy set we would get, we might actually be able to hit the level up at the last minute. So yeah, we got Blue Spiny as well earlier, so we're just missing the one Tattle, 133. That's the last one. So hopefully we get 10 points out of the next fight. I don't know if we will. If it's all Elite Wizards, maybe we do? I remember last time that last floor was 5 Elite Wizards again. But I may be wrong. Actually, I'm kind of hoping for that because we could have a good attack pattern for them. Have to mind a stopwatch here. Okay, here's the problem. I don't think with this enemy set we get over the line. Which leads to some decisions here. We're not going to use Supernova just in case. We might have to soak an attack from one of them if we do Coops on the first two. Or even Gulp on the first two. It would do 6 damage on the second one, and we hit it. Yeah, that costs less, I guess. Because Gulp is actually going to outright kill, I'm pretty sure. Or Stampede on the first two, and then we... but Mario can't get to kill on the next one, though. And that's costly. So, yeah, let's... however, if we do some kind of mass attack on them, we're able to clean up with Earth Tremor, that's the thing. I think we'll just need to soak an attack from one of them, and that's okay, because if we just need to use one character to get to kill next turn, then Mario can use one Sweet Treat. If we're not sure, so... Press set art and release. Yeah, it's funny because if we had actually started from floor 1 and started from floor 50, we would have picked up so many of the little 1-point fights along the way. If we wanted to spend the extra hour on that we would have been over the line, but that's okay. We don't care. Press set art and release when this lights up. Yeah, let's try it this way. Should be doing 11 and 6. 11 and 6, good. And Mario is going to kill the one up front, and we soak damage from the one in the back. And that's also okay. Let's check. Defense. Yeah, 0. I thought so. But that's fine. That means we'll do 12. We'll soak damage from this guy. I mean, if he wants to buff himself up, be my guest. So now he's poisonous. Oh, okay, and then he can't be hit, can he? Let me check this again. So toxins, you can't touch them. I'm just saving up toxins to get hurt. That's okay, we'll just veil out of this. I mean, we aren't going to be vulnerable to a poison attack anyway. So it might even make sense to go veil so we can build up some FP. And yeah, that's fine. Let's go Sweet Treat then. Let me check my HP. Coops needs it more. And we'll switch to Vivian for Veil. And it's okay if we, let the enemy have an extra turn because we're evading the Poison Blast. Likely we'll get a lot of FP back with Flower Finder anyway, which I have to remember to take off at the end of this fight. It's so strange to have more than 10 FP, I'm not used to it. And we'll take cover. Let's not button spam until the prompt comes up. And that'll actually get most of our power back here too, so. Okay, that hit pretty hard, but then we can just Sweet Treat again, to be honest, and then get Duplis to get the kill. In fact, I like that idea. And yeah, we'll just do it again. We'll be slightly down in terms of star points, but the important thing is that we know we'll be full up. I mean, you know, Flower Finder, Heart Finder might take care of this too, but so it may even have been a better idea to just appeal out of this one and trust that we'll get a replenishment, but let's fill up. Ground pound. And yeah. Okay, let's take a moment before we go down. I think it's probably just going to be a new fight right at 100. I don't think it's going to be anything with Bonetail, but let's... I think in the original, if you go down there, you just find Bonetail already down with a treasure chest open, right? I don't actually recall. But I'm trying to think of whether in the GameCube original I would have done the pit multiple times just to see what's there the second time. I feel like I might have. Mysterious creature has taken up residence deep within the Pit of 100 Trials. Already rumored to be the lair of an evil dragon. Part of it looked like a certain creature said to be extinct. Preparation is a must. Children probably shouldn't be there. Anyway, we're going to swap out some badges because we've been going for a pretty high risk strategy just for the sake of damage numbers. I feel like we need to go defense again, so that means these will unfortunately have to come off. Which is too bad because I like them. These will come off as well, since we won't need them unless there are multiple phases or something like that. So with 10 points, we will definitely put on a bit of luck here. Lucky day. Now, the thing I'm concerned about is whether, if, like Prince Mush, we have a situation where Simplifier is going to be what we need because of the issues that we had with the prompt for the Super Guard. In the event that the damage output is such that we need Super Guard in order to do anything, as Prince Mush was also designed. So the thinking here should be that because we're unlikely to land something like Clock Out on the boss, we don't need to think so much about appeal cycles. So as with Shadow Queen, we're probably taking off appeal, which means we might have some points over here for Simplifier. We might also have some points for some more of the lucky defense that I think we will put on. Now, we're not putting on the partner defense, and that's a calculated risk. But they have a larger HP pool, and I'm not sure I care. So it may be that we want to go Simplifier specifically to budget for the possibility that we need Super Guard. Multi-bounce, I'm guessing... Well, I mean, it could also be an enemy that spawns things, like with the X-Nauts or what have you. So I'm kind of thinking about multi-bounce here. If we take it off, then we have the possibility of putting in double Simplifier. Because that was the approach that we had for Super Guard previously. Just in case we need it, because it's a big repetition, obviously. I mean, if we fail it, I'm not necessarily even sure we'd do the full pit run, although it just took us 2 hours to get down here, so it's not too bad. If we do take a death on whatever awaits us. We'd have to take quite a bit of death, though, given that we have 12 life mushrooms. But yeah, if we go for a lot of the lucky dodges, also, I mean, we could also have gone for close call in case there's like some kind of big multi-attack or something. I think, though, that Simplifier for the possibility of Super Guard might actually be much better. Because it benefits both characters. Anything that we're concerned about here? Yeah, a lot of these are going to be essential. Flower Saver, Feeling Fine, Defend Plus. Of course, if it's like Prince Mush where everything does, 20, 30 damage or something, that won't matter. Power Plus, Lucky Day. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable with it at this point. We actually managed to keep all of the Power Plus on the partner as well, which is significant because that's actually a pretty big gain from how we were doing things previously. And so the partners could still be pretty useful, even if we're taking it off the up, D down. The only thing I'm thinking about is whether we want to reallocate to partner defense, like, put on damage dodge P, perhaps, and then with the points that remain, double up on close call or something. Because not knowing what fight is coming, it's kind of hard to guess whether the 1 point is going to be critical here on Power Plus. I think we're going to go with this. I mean, yeah, the alternative is take off Power Plus and then go damage dodge P plus close call, close call. That might be a much more efficient use of 6 points if we're not sure what we're doing or how much damage we're doing. Because again, we're kind of preparing for the unknown. So, or even pretty lucky P, which might be good, in fact, given that, again, we don't know what we're dealing with. Because if it's damage numbers that are similar to what we had with Prince Mush, that might turn out to be pretty consequential. Or one each. Let's see. Mario absolutely needs to stay alive, though, so let's go double up on those. And yeah, we'd better. I'm thinking about whether we want to change that over to Pretty Lucky P. But let's just assume that the allies can soak damage. I mean, basically the ally HP is going to be the same for every player, right? So it's going to be balanced around that. Which might actually be a reason to defend them. But the important thing is that we don't spend too much tempo on constantly trying to heal up or anything. And, we'll just soak things up and let the life mushrooms take care of it, if need be. We could just put up a defend plus as well with all those points. That's okay. That's okay. We'll leave it as is. This is pretty similar to the setup we had for Shadow Queen with maybe 1 or 2 minor adjustments. So I'm generally satisfied with that, I think. As for the identity of our foe, we got a second Jumpman badge at floor 97. Very well done. Yeah, I was quite happy with the fact that we got a 4th Power Plus P. That just wrecked everything on our way down. Made things pretty simple. But it does mean that between that and taking off the P up, D down, we now have 2 fewer points of attack than we did previously. So we're not going to get that, 21 damage off of Duplis anymore. So I'm actually kind of thinking about putting this back. Because that is kind of a big power hit relative to what we were running with previously. But again, we need to remain alive or nothing will happen. Yeah, actually, no, I forgot about that. Because I took off P up, D down, we're actually losing quite a lot of damage on the partner all of a sudden. But yeah, no, we'll roll with this. Okay, as for who this is, 133 in the Pit 100 Trials, we know that it's something that may be extinct, or so people thought. We know that it is... What are we sorting by place? Oh yeah, that's Pit 100 Trials, obviously. Alphabetically. W or V. I was about to say Vine Sauce, but that would come before Vivian, not after. It's not Womp, because that would come before... well, it would come after White Magic Koopa. I think it's going to be something... It's going to be like, you know, Wacka Prime or something. That totally fits, right? That feels like the kind of thing that would be here. Anyway. Let's see it. I wonder if you pass Bonetail's floor first because of the treasure chest. But we'll find out. We'll want Goombella, of course, for Tattles, but we'd switch into that normally anyway. Hopefully I'm not overbuilding for defense, but... Yeah, so you do get Bonetail's floor. Oh, Bonetail's not here, though. So what's going on? Do we need to stand in the center? Hey, it's Wacka. And I'm going to go Goombella first. That's a rare Wacka. I don't think you see many of his kind anymore. Nope. If you whack a Wacka, they drop a Wacka bump. You can either eat those or sell them for a high price. You did hear me when I said these critters are rare, right? Just checking, because that means you should not whack them. You do understand that, right, Mario? Scolding me for having whacked the other one. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I'm gonna screenshot this. And we can regret it afterwards. Can we talk? Waku, I'm Wacka. You sure traveled a long way to see me. It's kind of cramped and dark down here, but it's also super quiet. Such a relaxing getaway spot, too. Well. Goombella, what do you think we should do? Waku, so that's why you're here. You want to play with me. In that case, let's play. Ba-bam! Okay, you got a Whack-a-Bump. Oh, the Whack-a-Bump's just sitting there. I wonder if it does anything. I love how there's also some music. You can also ZL here. ZL here? ZL for what? Wait, what does the ZL button even... Hang on. Okay. Anyway, let's tattle on Wacka. I'm still going to refer to him as Wacka Prime, because that just seems to make sense to me. That's a Wacka. 108. I wonder what the significance of 108 is. They're pretty rare, but you can also find them hiding in Keel Hall Key. Not anymore, I can't. The other one's long gone. He's got a max HP of 108 and an attack of 10 and defense of 1. I never expected to run into one of these guys all the way down here. When he's attacked, he'll drop a Whack-a-Bump. Then he'll use that bump for a powerful attack of his own. Okay, that's interesting. We should use as few attacks as possible to keep him from dropping those Whack-a-Bumps. But then what if you do a multi-hit attack, like with Yoshi? Seriously, I never expected to fight a Wacka. It's so hard to tell what they're thinking. I bet it gets real scary when he's mad, but I hope we don't find out. Well, the Wacka's... The bump is right here. It's presumably also something that he can use to heal up. But... I mean, how bad could it be, right? Anyway, we'll go Power Smash on this. As few attacks as possible. Let's swap her out for a moment. And I should think about using Super Guard since we do have to double Super Fire. We should actually try to do it for once. Let's just go Bobbery for now because it's got a high HP pool. Power Smash is going to do 12. No, I don't have P up, P down. So it's going to do 11 against Defense 1. Piercing Blow is going to do 9. Or no, it's going to do 8. No, it's going to do 8. I have to remember that I took off P up, D down. So Power Smash should do 11. 108 is a sacred number thing in Japan. Interesting. ZL was a hint button, but extends to Goombella saying, "Don't hit this guy here." Oh, I see. Yeah, that's right, because that's the area hint. Anyway, Goombella doesn't know what she's talking about. I love how, mechanically speaking, if the fight is telling you to hit as few times as possible, it's encouraging to use the weapon of choice, which is, of course, the hammer. Oh, heal. Okay, that's fine. Thought he was going to throw that thing at me. Well, we need to have enough tempo on him to make him consume everything quickly, right? But the other thing we can do is buff up with... It makes more sense, I think, to use Power Lift. Because Power Lift gives me more efficiency per attack, in theory. But I would need to switch to an appropriate partner. I'm kind of wondering if multiple hits with Yoshi are going to spawn a Whack-A-Bump every time. I kind of suspect they might, which is too bad because the thing about Yoshi is that he actually tends to do very well in terms of raw damage numbers against somebody with low defense. But in that case, we're going to stick with Bobbery, I think. And like, I wonder if you can do anything with the bump too. If there's something that you can do with a Quake Hammer effect, or yeah. Anyway, no, we're definitely going to buff everybody up then. I think Power Lift, because we need some attack efficiency to outpace the bumps if we can. Oh, whoa. This is the first time I've actually hit a Poison Mushroom here. That was incautious. Okay, that was not great. 3 and 4, but that's okay. You would have loved to use your hammer, but you didn't think of having 2 Jumpman badges. Okay, that's fine. I've been using hammer for most of this game anyway, but it's funny because if I had actually stayed on just maximizing attack, that might have been better for this fight, but we'll just go standard bomb, I think. Nine, that's not very much. One damage on those, that's not bad at all, actually. But I guess that's because we have 4 defense, so normally that would do 5. We have to keep in mind that normally that would do 5. And that also, I took off super appeal, so I can't just appeal myself way back to shielding up once again. So yeah, if the shielding is off here, we really do need to well, we'll think about this. Power Smash. If the shielding's off, we should think about Super Guard instead of Standard Guard. We'll do... Oh, that's red. That looks rather threatening. Red, you say. So this only does 9 damage. I feel like we can do better with something. But not while we have defense on him. Let's just stick with this for the time being. Oh, Mr. Stylish. Okay, what does red do? I think I was supposed to Super Guard that. That's okay. That's actually efficient because he spent 2 of those on me and I actually had enough of a life mushroom. So as long as we can survive 12 turns or 12 deaths, we're okay. The problem at this point, of course, is that Mario lacks a buff, but we don't care, I think. I think I might just brute force this with my life mushrooms, but the problem is that he might do a massive heal up. And we need to outpace it as much as we can. So, yeah, let's stick with Power Smash for a moment. And we'll go Bobbery once again. The bomb. So yeah, for the red bumps, we should actually Veil out of that, I think, or do something like that. Yeah, Double Simplifier is, of course, saving me here. Yeah, if it's red... Oh, and the stage damage, of course, just had to do that. That's... You know what? The thing is, though, if we do Veil and he attacks me with the Wacka bumps, then that's okay, because if we miss a turn with Veil, then nothing's hitting him. The problem with that, though, is if he decides to heal up instead. I think we'll just try to Super Guard to red. We'll just try to Super Guard and see how easy it is. You know what? We're going to go with Miss Mouse here. And we're going to... actually, no, her damage is a little bit weak. Even with that one armor. Who's going to hit hardest here? I think the Bobbery's still going to hit hardest. Because we don't want any little bits and pieces of damage here. Let's... Either that or I just Veil out of it this turn and see. But the concern I have about going Veil is that he's going to heal up. But I don't know if the AI ever kind of responds to whether you are, in fact, in the field, so... I think we need to just try to DPS race this. And I mean, we've got so many life mushrooms, I think we should be okay. Unless there's something, you know, down below 30% or something that is really seriously concerning. Yeah, he's going to have 3 of those bumps. We're going to try to Super Guard, but if we take a death, we take a death. Whatever. We have more than enough of a buffer for this. Double Simplifier is winning this fight. Yeah, I'm so glad I caught onto the Double Simplifier thing with Prince Mush. That it actually solves so many problems. Now we can buff up again, since it may potentially save a whack here. But tempo-wise, I think we should actually just keep going, since we're super guarding everything anyway. And at this point, I'm not too concerned. Now, the thing is, does he have a second form? Because Goombella seems to indicate that he might. And I wouldn't be surprised, since, you know, as a super boss, that seems like the kind of thing that might just happen. We're almost into Supernova territory here. Oh, also, Fog is in our favor. I love how he's bumping himself in order to do that. That's interesting. But we can knock him down this turn. The problem is if there's some kind of phase 2 or something at this point. But we can do sufficient damage this turn, so... in fact, I might not even need to do the 2 FP for the Power Smash, necessarily. But I shouldn't take chances. That's a very interesting moment over here. And of course we're going to hit a totally useless bingo. That's going to give me 1 HP. I absolutely expect some kind of phase 2, to be honest. But let's see it. Maybe not. Or not yet. Really? That's it? Okay, Double Simplifier basically carried that fight for me. Completely carried it. I wonder if we get to keep one of the red bumps. I feel like we're kind of excluded for not having one. Anyway, let's grab FP. Whack-a-woo, guess I lost, but that was fun. Hope to see you again sometime. Is this a special bump? Got a gold whack-a-bump. It sadly cannot be eaten, so I guess it's just a trophy bump. And it probably goes into my special items, given that we... Yeah. Gold whack-a-bump. Okay. Well, let's switch to Goombella here and see if she still says anything. Mario, I think we've done it. We've reached the lowest level. Okay, that doesn't change anything then. That wasn't that bad at all, actually. I mean, we were pretty over-prepared. It's funny because the lucky badges did absolutely nothing for me there, in that we never got a lucky dodge. We got one, maybe. I was mostly concerned about whether Wacko was going to heal up quickly, but basically once I caught on to the fact that, oh, you can just super guard all of the attacks, then that was no problem because I came prepared with the double simplifier. Next visit, give a normal Whack-a-Bump. I wonder if it does if you are already out of Whack-a-Bumps in Keelhaul Key. I guess if you're already out of them, then this is the only way to farm more. Anyway, in terms of the catalog, this is complete. 134 out of 134. So that wasn't too bad at all, but we are doing a post game. I mean, oh hey, we even got something else. Congrats, you tireless tattler. You've had a Goombella tattle on every kind of enemy. A tattle trophy. Okay, great. Yeah, I like how the useful items bag basically just works as a secondary achievement system, effectively. And yeah, we got all the belts here as well. I mean, I'm sure maybe there's something for the full badge collection and the full recipe collection as well, because that's pretty much all we're missing at this point. You know, the sounds, yeah, recipes, same as yesterday, almost, except I think we made a mushroom cake today. And a peach tart. And yeah, the badge list, I realized that there was the money badge that was off of the minigame shop, like the money. I don't know which slot it would fit in though, because this is obviously P down, D up, P, which we never picked up. And then I thought these would be partnered badges, but if one of them is money, then the other one is something else. So the Wacka only spawns if he's extinct at Keelhaul. Okay, I didn't know that. So if he's not extinct at Keelhaul Key, then do you not get the email about him? Is that what it does, or is it just an empty floor? Because I'm wondering about a scenario where he's no longer appearing there, but then you consume a Whack-a-Bump. Because I thought the spawning of the one in Chapter 5 was based on how many Whack-a-Bumps you had in your inventory already, like where he stops giving you some after a while. I didn't know if it was that or the number of hits. I've never found that out because the thing is we kind of make him extinct every time I play this game, right? So anyway, but I guess that probably would be the precondition for the email if, you know, it's telling you explicitly that he's presumed extinct. Okay, we are going to do one more thing before I log off today. We should probably hit the save block. Yeah, you won't get the email. I guess then you just still have the empty Bonetail floor. And presumably. It's so strange to have 20 FP, but yeah, here we are at level 36. Actually. I was counted, I thought we were at 35, but we're at 36. And yeah, at this point, I gotta put on bump attack, obviously, just so we have a convenient return upstairs. Let's just take off Defend Plus for a moment, since it's 5 points. And it's always 8 bumps. Okay, I didn't know that. So even if you consume the bumps, then he doesn't come back, right? Once you whack him 8 times. I wasn't sure, because like I said, we kill him every time, so... So I'm effectively done when it comes to what I'm going to be streaming in this game. We're not going to, you know, stream grinding the minigames so I can collect money, and all the other stuff at the minigame shop. And the cooking, as you were saying, you know, I think the recipes will need to be something I look up. And maybe sometime along the way we can figure out the difference between cream of mushroom soup and mushroom cream soup, or no, cream of vegetable soup and veggie cream soup, which I actually still never looked up in Tears of the Kingdom, and so it's still one thing that's precluding me from fully upgrading the horse. But I haven't gone back to Tears of the Kingdom yet since last year. I may stream it at some point when I fill in the third of the side quests of the game that I haven't done yet. Anyway, we're going to do one last thing here. Before we log off, which is we are going to do something that I said I would do, which is we're going to read the Luigi book. Where are we? Okay, so I haven't actually read through the Super Luigi books yet, but we have all 5 volumes at this point. Oh, no, we have to do one more thing. We have to do one more thing. Well, I saw that Money Money was a badge that we don't have yet, right? In the shop. We have to do one more thing. I forgot to turn into Tattle for the Babam who left graffiti all over the place. We need to go back and do that first. But today we'll conclude with reading Super Luigi, and that'll probably be the last thing. There's a really obtuse hint in-game to find it. Interesting. Because we were already told that Frankly found a dried mushroom in the final chest. But yeah, at this point I'm fine with looking up the rest. Erase my graffiti, Shapad? Not yet. Do we have to go back to floor 50? I put heart into it, so it will be hard to erase. You may have to blow up the wall. I did blow up the wall. I guess we need to spend 300 to go back down there. I did try flurry and blowing on a wall. I absolutely did that. So I guess, no, we have to go back and fill it in, because this is the last thing on the trouble board. So we have to spend 300 to go down to floor 50, and we'll take off the graffiti and we'll come back up. You think there are 2 arcade badges? Money Money is one of them, right? I don't know if the other one is unaccounted for. We know that P down, P up, P is missing, though. Yeah, I absolutely tried to blow into graffiti, and I only just kind of continued directly into the Pit of 100 Trials because I didn't want to spend the 300 a second time, but we'll have to do it anyway, so... Let's fly over there. So this is the last thing on a trouble board, as far as we know. Unless anything additional appears. I actually didn't know until I just sort of fortuitously checked that there were a few additions to the Trouble Center board in post-game. We did the other ones already, just not the graffiti one here. So yeah, we'll pay up for it. I mean, I've got money at this point that we're not spending on anything else. I absolutely tried to blow on it, though. That's totally not what I thought we'd have to deal with here. Anyway, this Puni here is going to put a bag over our heads. And take us down here. We'll go straight back up, of course. We did blow on it. I don't know what the issue was. Maybe we just didn't blow hard enough. Maybe we just missed. Maybe I'm supposed to stand somewhere different? We absolutely tried this. Blow on it, right? Maybe we need to bomb it. He did say blow on it, but we're not listening to that. Oh, that's absolutely it. Okay, so no, he was just giving us a hint that we should use a partner ability. I should have thought of that in the first place. Okay, graffiti's gone. We did things the bomb way. Too bad about the 300 that we had to spend to come back here again, but whatever works. I don't think I ever did this in the original. I don't think I knew it existed, so. Let's go back. And we'll go with Dupless here, perhaps. And back to the portal room for Chapter 7. But yeah, minigames, recipes, etc. We'll do that on my own time at some point. Okay, so we took care of it. You erased it. I'm so grateful to you. But it is not like I can confirm whether you actually erased it or not. Oh well, I guess I will just trust you. Why didn't you just trust me in the first place? Anyway, good thing we had some room in the inventory to receive whatever this is. Snow Bunny. Oh, and we have a recipe for it too, but that's okay. We don't remember what it is. Often freezes you, yeah. I'm going to start trying to fulfill my own wish now. But you cannot tell anyone what it is, Shavoom. Promise me, Shakroom. Well, good luck with your 22 children. Anyway, let's get back upstairs. We'll check the trouble word one more time. I believe it is clear now. I don't think it actually acknowledges it in any way, but... we will check it. And we'll finish up with the Luigi book when it comes to that. Oh, not frankly here. Okay, are we all done? All requests completed. Okay, good. We get some kind of email memorabilia for this too? I guess not. At least not yet. Anyway, let's read the Luigi book. We don't necessarily need to stand with Luigi to do it, but we'll just go somewhere. Yeah, we'll just do it out here somewhere, perhaps. Actually, up here, because the gallows here is effectively the town pavilion for all kinds of performances. Not all of them involving executions, perhaps. So, and to do this, we'll also switch to the Luigi emblem. Even though it's not like we can see that would be the case because we have all this open. And we'll just do the 5-part reading of Super Luigi. That'll be the conclusion of our time in the remake of the Thousand Year Door, at least on stream. I don't think I'm missing anything else that I want to do, so. Have you ever experienced a time when no matter how hard you tried, you failed, and the time you spent felt wasted? If ever you feel such pangs of regret, try to remember this tale, the story of a young man's quest to save a sweet princess. Super Luigi, Volume 1. The quest begins. The day dawned like any other, but little did Luigi know the letter he was about to receive would forever change his destiny. Sir Luigi, danger besets us all on all sides, and we beg your help. The foul Chestnut King has stolen our beloved princess. The letter was from Minister Kripp of the Waffle Kingdom, a man aware of Luigi's many adventures. He knew only Luigi could save them. Charged with this dire task, Luigi wasted no time curtailing the heroic meal he was making. Then he packed for his deadly journey. Knowing that his older, though less talented brother was out on a no doubt inconsequential errand, Luigi took a moment to leave a note. Mix a Keel mango with a peachy peach to whip up a fruit parfait. These cryptic words were all Luigi wrote before leaving. Upon reaching the Waffle Kingdom, Luigi was greeted by pure misery and endless flow of tears over the kidnapping of Princess Eclair. Arriving at the castle, Luigi was greeted by Minister Kripp, who carefully handed him a compass base with only one intact section. Our land once had a special treasure, the marvelous compass. Find its 7 parts, and find Eclair. So it began. I didn't know that there was actually useful information embedded in these, like the recipes here, but I guess we'll see what else there is. Super Luigi Volume 2, Allies in Adventure. It's a little warm, Luigi muttered, the sweat dripping from his brow as he followed the compass up Rumblebump Volcano's side. Must find the secret grotto. While Luigi had guts to spare, he did need a guide, and he found one in Bluey, a blooper he met in town. Brave Bluey joined Luigi and instantly proved to be invaluable. With his aid, Luigi bested a savage statue that protected the treasure. That treasure was none other than a piece of the marvelous compass, a piece that pointed west to Plump Belly Village. The second Luigi saw Plump Belly Village, he knew something was amiss, all was woe, and Luigi soon learned the reason why from the mayor. The town was at the mercy of a sinister serpent who demanded sacrificial lasses. Burning with indignation, Luigi formed a team of liberators. A fierce Babam warrior named Jerry joined his crew and chose, not surprisingly, to stick with Luigi for the duration of his quest for Eclair. Fortified by his allies, Luigi strode on into the lair of the beast, a foul two-headed snake. No time to think. Luigi sprang forth. Twin heads snapped at his heels, fangs dripping venom. Then, as one mouth gaped wide to swallow Luigi, the other crept behind. Our heroes sensed the treachery and fainted before leaping. The heads collided, and the beast ate itself. The prize, a compass piece. The villagers begged their savior to stay with them, but a grim-faced Luigi pressed bravely onward. I mean, it's effectively an Ouroboros, right? So technically Luigi is reenacting Xenoblade Chronicles 3. No recipe this time, though. Super Luigi Volume 3, The Voice of a Princess. Dauntless Luigi's next test came in the form of a kart race on Circuit Break Island, where he won both the contest and a compass piece. The race was fraught with danger, but Luigi pressed through adversity to win. All viewers were awed by Luigi's revolutionary racing style. The mechanic who built Luigi's racing machine, a buzzy beetle named Torque, was so stunned by Luigi's race techniques that he joined him. Reinvigorated, Luigi set sail for Jazzafraz Town, where he made his stage debut. Hazy, a noted Daisy producer, gave Luigi a key role. Playing the part of an Earth spirit to pure perfection, Luigi stole the show. Hazy's faith in Luigi's natural acting talents was rewarded. The performance won a prize, which yielded another compass piece. Hazy turned from teacher to pupil, joining Luigi on his quest. It was at this time that Luigi's heart, usually draped in the cool comfort of a hero's resolve, began to warm with thoughts of Princess Eclair. This came to be because every time the magic compass pointed to a new place, her gentle words rang in his ears, touching him to his very soul. The voice spoke of eternity, of stars in the heavens. It wept for those blind to love. It gave comfort in the face of fear and loneliness. Yeah, Earth Spirit is a very creative way of putting it. Though he had never seen her, our hero was tormented by visions of this fair-hearted maiden. All he could do was press onward. The compass pointed toward rapturous ruins. Only 2 parts of the compass awaited, and Eclair had one. The Shards of Truth. Footsore and weary, Luigi finally found the rapturous ruins beyond Grimble Forest. Within them, time and space were lost in nothingness. Within the pale emptiness, Luigi found a young sleeping boy. Our hero called out gently, and the youth woke from his long, long slumber. "My name is Cranberry, and I've waited for you for the last 1,000 years." The boy went on to tell Luigi the secret truths of an ancient land. He said the marvelous compass had been created by the ancient Luff people, who used its powers of foretelling to rule the world. The Luff Empire was then cursed by the compass and fell into ruin. The survivors dismantled the compass and hid its pieces. Cranberry was the last of the ancient race. His role was to wait until one with a noble heart came to take the burden of the future. None but Luigi could have shouldered this weight. The boy gave him the compass piece and said, "Fear the curse, but find your Eclair." Luigi accepted the part. The boy's words burned into his brain. His duty fulfilled, the boy began to fade into the blank nothingness. As he faded from sight, a look of joy lit Cranberry's face. As Luigi gaped, both boy and ruins vanished, leaving our hero in a dark wood. With 6 of the parts united, the compass now pointed to the final part, to the quest's end, to Hate Song Tower. And then her voice spoke. Princess Eclair's voice begged for help from the void, pleading for a hero. Luigi's heart burst aflame. Volume 5, Journey's End. At long last, Luigi crossed the threshold of Hate Song Tower. Luigi rallied his allies. "We will defeat the Chestnut King. We must." Friends by his side, Luigi at last faced the fell Chestnut King, but then he heard a voice and spun to see the fair Princess Eclair. She told our hero the painful truth. The evil Chestnut King was actually her true love made monstrous by Crepe in a bid for the throne. At that moment, the villainous Crepe appeared. "The marvelous compass, please. Hand it over, and the Luff Empire will rule again. Waha!" Luigi and company were no match for the might of Crepe, their true enemy. But then the compass piece in Eclair's tiara shone forth. It bestowed the future sight on Luigi. I told you this was Xenoblade Chronicles. I told you. Anyway, knowing Crepe's every move, he smote the fiend with his mallet, and with that, it was all finally over. Luigi and his friends parted, leaving the Waffle Kingdom in peace, but Luigi regretted not gazing further into the future. He needs the Monado waffle, that's what he needs. He longed to see the wafflers gathering on Princess Eclair's wedding day. He wanted to see her beauty and who stood at her side. But it was not to be. Luigi went back to his humble home, which remained exactly as he had left it, a cold comfort for his heavy heart. Taking up a book he had been reading, Luigi tried to read, but his long trial had sapped his strength, and he soon fell asleep. Luigi dreamt of his friends and his beloved Princess Eclair, and sleeping, Luigi spoke. "I shall return." Alright, that marks the conclusion of the performance. Let's take the colors back off. And, of course, one thing that we did not show is that if you combine them, you do get Waluigi. I was so delighted to see this when we played the original game. And I think at this point we will leave off here. I don't think there's really anything else that we want to show. But we finished here on level 36. We got a full catalog. We cleared all of the optional content. A couple of other minor things to fill out as we showed earlier, but that's pretty much all that separates us from 100%. I kind of wonder what's under special in the sound gallery. And, oh, I see. All of this. Attack of the Waka, and there's a thinking form as well, I guess. Yeah, that's very appropriately Waka-like, I suppose. Kind of wondering about this as well. Yeah, I guess if when you're browsing your commands or whatever. And Game over, snap credits, etc. Yeah. We'll browse more of the music some other time. I think we will maybe even plug in the credit music perhaps. And oh, yeah, if you come out of the music player, it doesn't keep playing. That's okay. I was kind of wondering if you would get some background out of it as you're browsing menus or something, but no, apparently not. Anyway, we'll leave this with the credits music, and we will sort of draw our time in Thousand Year Door to a close. I think that's brought us to just about 70 hours or so, I think, in total. And that will be all. So we will direct you folks somewhere else very shortly. And we will almost certainly be back to Mario Maker tomorrow. And we'll have some other plans for the weeks ahead that I will publicize to some extent on the Discord at some point, but we'll determine that as we go. So, thank you for joining me for the presentation of this game for as much or as little as you have been viewing. And we're going to send you to the next destination. Thanks for watching. Enjoy everything that you may be playing or watching or otherwise experiencing. And as always, fare thee well.